For nearly 50 years, this man's wife had no idea what he'd done. And then one day, she found an old scrapbook. And what was found inside eventually led to one of the most emotional moments in television history. His name was Nicholas Winton. In 1939, Nicholas was supposed to go on a ski trip. Instead, a friend convinced him to come to Prague. And when he got there, he saw families desperately trying to escape the growing Nazi threat. Many of them knew they weren't ever going to make it out. But Nicholas realized there was one group he might be able to help: their children. So he started organizing an escape. He found families in Britain willing to take children in. He helped arrange paperwork. He raised money. And one by one, trains began carrying children out of Czechoslovakia towards safety. By the time the operation ended, 669 children had escaped. For many of them, it would be the last time that they would ever see their parents. But somehow that isn't actually the craziest part of the story, because Nicholas never really talked about what he did. He went home, he got married, and he lived a pretty ordinary life. And for decades, his own wife didn't know the story, until one day she discovered the scrapbook. Inside were names, photographs, documents, records of hundreds of children that her husband helped escape. Eventually, the story reached a British television program called That's Life, and Nicholas was invited onto the show. But the funny thing is, he had no idea what was about to happen. While he was sitting in the audience, the host began talking about the children that he helped rescue. Then she revealed that the woman sitting right beside him was one of those children. Nicholas looked stunned. And then came the moment that nobody prepared for. The host asked, was there anyone else in the audience who owed their life to Nicholas Winton? And people around him began to stand. Nicholas looked around and realized he was surrounded by people who were all alive because of something he'd quietly done almost 50 years ago. That's what gets me about this story. He didn't do it so people would remember his name. He didn't spend decades reminding everyone of what he accomplished. He saw people who desperately needed help, and he helped them. And maybe that's worth remembering. You never really know how far one decision you make can travel through somebody else's life. But if you think keeping something like this quiet for 50 years is unimaginable, wait until you hear about the man who disappeared into the woods for 27 years. And he was only found because of one simple mistake.